¿Y qué tal? Vamos a probar un juego nuevo. Vamos a probar The Other Worlds. No tengo ni idea, no he probado nada de este juego, así que todo nuevo para mí. Vamos a empezar una partida nueva. En modo historia. Evidentemente sí. Subtítulos sí. Sí. Vale, no hay mucho para configurar de momento.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon Colony.
23 de 10 del 2320. Hay cosas que no están dobladas, pero bueno. No va bien. Fugitivo. Vale, empezamos.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
A ver. Atributos. Tengo 6 puntos y 6 cosas en los que subir.
Very low likelihood of explosive cell death.
Capacidad de daño. Destreza es importante. Todo es importante aquí. Bueno, pondremos un punto aquí. Que esto de curarse viene bien. Vale. Destreza y tenemos 2 puntos más. Daño crítico.
Very low likelihood of explosive cell death.
Quizá no sea lo mejor, pero bueno. Siguiente. A ver, tengo 2 puntos para gastar. ¿Cómo va esto?
I bet you're vicious with a tossball stick.
Vale. A distancia.
You are going to paint this system red, my friend.
Y cuerpo a cuerpo. Todo lo demás viene bien, pero tampoco creo que sea lo más importante. Aptitudes. Sin actitud aparente. Ingeniería +1, evasión +1, menos 3 de daño, más 3 de duración del efecto de la comida. Este me gusta,
No signs of monsterism. Lucky you.
De la comida vamos a dejar. Por ejemplo. Nos hacemos un nombre para, yo qué sé, para ponerle mi nombre. Vale, lo hay feo, más feo y menos feo. Cabeza cuadrada y chino. Jolín, con los colores raros. Frente. Esto no sé lo que hace, pero no... Ah, vale, le separa las cejas. Prominencia de la frente. Ceño fruncido. Un montón de cosas para tocar. Vale. Vamos con el pelo. Bueno, los pelos son un poquito locos. Rapaete. Vello facial. A ver qué opciones tenemos. Una barbaca. Barba de 2 días, barba de 1 semana. Vamos a dejarle una barbaca guapa, ¿no? Ahí estamos. Pero también hay de colores locos, ¿no? Por lo que veo. Vale, así mismo. Maquillaje no, manchas. A ver qué opciones hay. Cara sucia, cicatrices. Cicatrices están bien hechas, ¿eh? Y edad. La tibia del ojo, que mola. Siguiente. ¿Cómo te llamas? Pues yo me llamo CescSR. Aceptamos. Siguiente. Aquí tenemos un resumen de las características. Espero no haberme equivocado. Un fondo croma.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend. Not likely, bootlickers.
¡Hala!
Initiate skip jump.
Vale. Terra 2, laboratorio orbital, sistema Alción.
Status: structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 10%. Skip drive.
Shit.
Inoperable.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years.
Ya ves.
Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes?
Eso espero.
Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Lo de los botones no es su fuerte, ¿eh? A ver. Así podemos empezar ya a explorar.
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry, I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. I'm all colonists.
Ya ves, poca responsabilidad tengo, ¿sabes? Buen aterrizaje. Estupendo.
Be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand.
Hemos caído encima de la cabeza, ¿en serio?
Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
Vale.
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Vale. Bien, bien, bien. Si se acaba de ver bien. Lo veo como trompicones raros. Voy a agacharse. Left control. No sé por qué está en inglés. Adrenalina, le faltan las piernas. ¿Para qué quiere adrenalina? A ver, hurtadillas y la hierba alta. Es el secreto. Para esos bichos de ahí arriba. Medidor de conciencia que aparece sobre las cabezas de los enemigos te indica su estado. Ignorancia, suspicacia, investigación y alerta. Son luces, no indican nada. What?
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Vale, efectos secundarios. Perfecto. Estas son las últimas. Utiliza el inhalador médico de emergencia para curarte. Supongo que era necesario.
Hey, you, come here.
Hombre.
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings.
Voy a curarle.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange for my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
Qué bien.
Better, thanks to you. I might have bled out on my own. Or worse, had to go begging the boss for some Adrena time. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right?
Espera un tiro el solo.
Scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
Merodeadores, ¿quiénes son?
Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
Persuasión, mentira, intimidación. Mola. Persuasión.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest.
Qué bien, un 30% menos, se atascan.
Nailed it that time.
Ay, estoy muy para abajo por culpa de la cam. ¿Me puedes decir dónde estoy? ¿Sabes algo de la esperanza? Me voy. Bueno, me voy. Ya he conseguido el arma. Podría matarlo, supongo. Me parece que haya nada para explorar, ¿no?
Damage my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the... This...
Ojo. A ver, problemas de hibernación detectados. Vale. Dilatación táctica del tiempo. Debido a las complicaciones derivadas de la reanimación tras un largo periodo de hibernación, tu cerebro procesa el tiempo de forma diferente. Pulsa el botón de dilatación táctica del tiempo de TT para ralentizar el mundo. Así tendrás tiempo para pensar y para ejecutar acciones. En este modo disparo... En este modo dispones. Anda, yo también. Y una cantidad de tiempo limitada. Si no te mueves, el medidor de TT se agotará muy lentamente, pero si te desplazas y atacas, disminuirá a mayor velocidad. El medidor de TT se va rellenando lentamente. Vale, la Q que la tengo aquí al lado. Estoy como incómodo ahora. Para atacar con el... físicamente. Me falta un botón de ataque físico. Vale, esto ya tienen algo para quitarles. Pirateo y cerrajería. Tus talentos de pirateo y cerrajería pueden llevarte a lugares en los que no deberías estar. Las electroganzúas sirven para abrir cerraduras y los derivados para acceder a ordenadores encriptados. Si tienes el nivel suficiente de talento para burlar el sistema de seguridad, podrás ver cuántas electroganzúas o derivados necesitas y cuánto tiempo te llevará a realizarlo. Mejorar ese talento disminuirá el número de objetos necesarios y acelerará el proceso. Necesito 5. Tengo 3. No puedo. A ver, por aquí. Necesito saber cómo es el ataque físico. Vale, acabo de gastar uno de curarme. Que no lo he probado. Pero también se puede jugar con mando. Voy a jugar con mando un ratito a ver qué tal. ¿Hay alguna forma de eliminarlos sigilosamente? ¡Hola! Están pegando una paliza. A ver, pesado. Vale. La pierna. Y me he cargado a 3, ¿no? Encontrado una nueva arma. No funciona. Vale. Yo juraría que me falta uno, ¿eh? Vale, este. Vale. RB, LB. Veo unos tironcicos aquí. No son buenos, ¿no?
Hey, get over here before you get yourself killed.
Hola.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really? How is he? Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift
Lo he traicionado un poco, pero no me daba muchas opciones.
the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son.
A ver. Resolución 5. Ah, tú quédate aquí y ya voy yo a encargarme de todo. No tenemos una barra de estamina, ¿no? Ah, que estos son los malos. Leches. Tú. Te mueras ya, hombre. Venga. Que os vaya bonito. ¿Están todos muertos? Vaya ruina. Vale, tenemos comida. Quiero ni saber cómo cambiar de arma. Gestión de armas. Añadir a la basura. Esta es igual que la que llevo, entonces. Vale. Ahora sí. A ver qué hay dentro.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
No he venido a por botines valiosos. Bueno, vamos al primer punto de control.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an
No estoy ahí robando nada.
Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
Eso.
I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence. Gesture procedures initiated. Please engage in airlocks. Prepare to reject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? I understand. You are speaking metaphorically. You wandered outside this ship and experienced a permanent, life-changing encounter. The old you is dead. Welcome back, Captain Hawthorne. I extend felicitations and congratulations on your life-changing experience.
Genial.
I understand. You are going undercover with an alias. I will update my discretion protocol
Bueno,
accordingly.
me viene bien.
Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. The settlement of Edgewater is located nearby. I recommend speaking to the administrator of Edgewater and requesting assistance. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new captain's identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? Best of luck in your search for a power regulator.
Vale, ya tenemos un objetivo. Y una subida de nivel. Puntos de talento. Enhorabuena, has obtenido la experiencia suficiente para subir de nivel. Abre el registro de tu personaje para mejorarlo. Al subir de nivel aumentas tus puntos de salud, recibes puntos para mejorar tus talentos y accedes a nuevas ventajas cada 2 niveles. Bueno, sigue subiendo de nivel así y en nada estarás en lo más alto. Aquí no es, aquí. Mejora de talentos. No voy a leer todo esto. Cuerpo a cuerpo. Distancia. Tengo 9 puntos disponibles. ¿Por qué tantos? Defensa. Defensa que aumenta la evasión. Eso también debería subirlo, ¿verdad? De momento me vale. Habilidad de acompañante. ¿Tengo acompañantes desde cuándo? Uy. Ventaja. Una ventaja disponible. Tenemos fortaleza. Índice de armadura. Capacidad de carga me llama bastante la atención. Jolín, este también está muy bien para viajar rápidamente con exceso de carga. Vamos a poner este, por ejemplo. No he guardado, ¿verdad? Vale, y el diario. Vale.
If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000 workbench is at your disposal, Captain.
Banco de trabajo. Vale, reparar, modificar, lo típico. Instalar modificación. No tengo. No tengo nada. Vale. Entonces yo entiendo que esta nave es como la base principal, ¿verdad?
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay. Yeah, fair point. I'll let it go this time. If you're looking to help us out with our marauder problem, talk to Constable Reyes over in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Hasta luego. ¿Y este no me habla? ¿El soldado Kimball? Buah. Vale, pues a 300 metros tenemos que ir. Voy a tirar por aquí. No tengo ni idea por dónde ir. Es un merodeador vándalo. Pringao. Da un collar. Los residentes están muertos, tío. Asesinos. ¿Por qué me sale? Tengo un arma nueva. Reparar objeto. Ah, está rota, no fastidies. A ver, ¿dónde pone? Está bien, ¿no? Estaba 99,9. 69,8. Sí, se van rompiendo, ojo, cuidado con esto. Vale. El camino era prácticamente recto.
Oh, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
Ya.
Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Oh, y directamente al grano, a preguntar.
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer? Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? Four workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it.
Uy.
Make sure he pays up.
Debería darme información. Tendría que tirar la cámara un poquito para allá. Que sí tengo espacio para la mano.
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours.
Espero que me lo marque, no tengo ganas de ir averiguando.
In a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
Hasta luego. Hay varios tipos de misiones. A ver, iremos completando misiones principales, secundarias, lo que salga. Poco. Ahora tengo la cama aquí arriba y yo me veo allí. Suele pasar. Vale, hemos descubierto Frontman. Fronteman. Una cantina. No quiero robar, hombre. Perdón. Esto no me interesa. He robado algo sin querer. Gestión de armadura. Ojo. ¿Cómo funciona esto? Ojo, me cambia las pintas. Esto sí que me gusta a mí. Esto teóricamente es mejor.
The grease monkey, Argo? Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a Marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect. Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker?
Only regulator for God is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Soy todo oídos, achicharrarme.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
Prácticamente abandonada.
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people...
Merodeadores.
The people living in the botanical labs. They're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson.
¿Se va a venir como ayudante?
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Con la confianza.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Acompañantes. ¿Te vienes?
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Vale. Uy. Hay fuego, amigo.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry.
Dime.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big spacious choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Qué bien.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Vale. Mapa. Cantina, sí. Tengo dos objetivos, pero no me indica cuáles son. O tengo un montón de objetivos. ¿Esto es para salir? No quiero salir. Aquí hay alguien, ¿no?
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
El vicario. Bueno, este tenía que hablar yo.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
What? I thought you would talk to me.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge.
Ya.
If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Ya me lo imaginaba.
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
Otra misión más, tú. No paran, ¿eh?
If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Bueno. Demasiadas misiones. ¿Cómo selecciono qué misión quiero hacer? Estas son las armas que lleva ella, ¿no? Inventario, diario. Misión de acompañante. Vamos a hacer misiones principales, ¿no? Las secundarias, pues supongo que se podrán hacer en cualquier momento. Quizá no, quizás se pierda, pero bueno. A ver, he salido fuera. Y ahora me manda a... Ahí. Debe haber salido por otro lado, ¿verdad?
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally...
Este creo que es uno de los que debe dinero.
You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
A la uno menos. Máquinas expendedoras, son tiendas. Ojo. ¿Y cómo sé yo el dinero que tengo? 44 bits. Una pala. 600 por un rifle. Escopeta. No tengo dinero, soy muy pobre. Esto es una... Esto de comida, vale. No sé si puedo ir por fuera. Voy a intentarlo. Los buenos bits. Bueno. Anda. Hay que saquear también todo lo que se pueda. No sé por qué, pero pensaba que el juego estaba orientado también a la construcción. Hacerte una base, pero que va. Un modo historia. Y ya. What?
Watch out!
¿Cuánta vida tiene este? Muchísima. Buenísima. Hemos subido de nivel aquí en un momento. Tenemos puntos disponibles. Supongo que armas también. 10 puntos. ¿Por qué me dan tantos puntos? No lo entiendo. Saco con pistolas. Estaba como pillado. Ventaja será cada 2 niveles, ¿no? A ver. Metralladora ligera 320. Nada mal.
Okay, gone quiet.
Y pararle la cabeza. Hay 3. Cuatro. Cinco.
We did it.
Yo tengo la armadura hecha polvo también, tío. Nada, de munición nada. 66%. Se rompe súper rápido. Qué pesado el códice, que me siga saliendo el simbolito con la rabia que me da. Set. Una barra de set. Ahora. No sé si debería entrar a explorar. ¿Qué es eso de allí? No veo a nadie. A ver, ¿cómo va? No le quito vida. Antes he visto que había fuego amigo, pero simplemente es que le molesta. A ver.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
¿Me va a atacar? Espero que no.
I don't know you.
No, yo tampoco.
Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you. Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind. Much obliged.
De nada, paso de que me siga rayando. A ver, ¿dónde me ha dicho que tenía que ir? Invernadero. Aquí es.
Oh gosh. If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
Adelaide.
That, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Eso no es del todo cierto, pero le voy a dar.
Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
La electricidad que utilizas pertenece al pueblo.
Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Pues nada, esta opción, no me das otra.
The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Necesito el regulador de corriente.
Got a regulator? You want chip parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
¿Qué es lo que quiero hacer?
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Vale. Vamos a mirar qué misión tenemos activada. ¿Dónde está esto? Misiones. Hágase la electricidad. Desvía el suministro. Eso es lo que tengo que hacer. Lo quiero robar aquí. Vámonos. A ver, ¿cómo salgo de aquí? Enemigo asesinado. Un pollo. Era un enemigo muy duro, pero...
That's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Banco de trabajo. ¿Dónde hay un banco de trabajo? Aquí. ¿Cómo reparo? Reparar 12. Vale, reparado. Y ya no me quedan piezas. Necesito ver el mapa y cómo llegar hasta aquí. Tengo que volver por donde estaba y tomar el desvío a la derecha. Por aquí y desvío a la derecha. Voy a probar la metralleta que me han dado antes, a ver qué tal va. Vale, hay una barrera que no me deja entrar. Tendría que haber reparado la armadura. Bueno, da igual, tengo otra.
I always wanted to poke around in here.
Un cadáver. Tiene que haber alguna entrada secundaria, ¿verdad?
Processing. No!
Pues no. ¿Cómo se entra aquí?
System alert.
Pues sí que hay una entrada, sí. Ojo. Muere. Este arma le quita poquísima vida. ¡Hala! ¿Estás bien, Parvati?
Something you need?
¿Hay una forma de curarla? Explota. Creo que he cargado a todo el mundo, ¿no? Vamos a mirar dentro.
The control room should be ahead somewhere and a touch to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
Centinela mecanoide. ¡Muere! No tengo balas. Yo no contaba con eso, ¿eh? ¿Cómo consigo balas? Necesito uno más para hackear eso. Esto es munición. ¿Cómo tenemos el equipo? 25%, 27%. Y estas son mejores armaduras. Armadura 9 y armadura 9. Perfecto. Objetos para recuperar vida. Vale, vamos bien de momento. La munición es lo único que me está fallando, pero bueno. A las malas armas cuerpo a cuerpo. Teóricamente misión completada, ¿no?
3 switches. That'll be easy enough.
Uy. Los chicos son como ratillas. Necesito munición. Puedo hackear esto. Desbloquear puerta. Vale. 23, madre mía. No, no quiero salir. Quiero abrir esta puerta. ¿Puedo? Teóricamente sí. Actividades criminales.
Nicely done.
¿Esto cuenta como actividad criminal? No he hecho nada malo. Creo. Buena, interesante. Bueno, algo de munición. Vale, ahora sí. 9 balas, solo tengo de la pistola. Me queda sin munición muy pronto, pero bueno. Gasto más balas de las que me dan. Pues ni tan mal. Estoy cargando mucho peso.
Just two more.
Vale, primer interruptor.
If we send power to the Veil.
Necesito balas. Atrancada. Puedo bajar.
No, just leave me alone.
¿Dónde está el señor Higgins? Que lo he escuchado. Nada.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Vapor.
You're not real. You're not real.
Es que es por aquí donde tengo que ir.
Unexpected investigation.
Vale. Bien. Parado el vapor. Vale, segundo interruptor aquí, ¿eh?
If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens? Get ready!
Au. ¿Quién dispara? Nueve balas, 0 balas. ¿Qué veré ahí arriba? Perfecto.
That's the last. I'm not sure what the right is. All I know is the decision's final.
Trancada, atrancada. Vamos a algo de aquí. Tengo que ir hacia allí. Modificaciones. No tiene nada de nada, tú. La pistola es mejor. Tengo cosas aquí que no había ni visto, creo. A ver. Cañón de visión. Tengo una modificación, pero no sé ponerla, así que la voy a ignorar. Vamos a cambiar... No. Se supone que tenía yo más armas, ¿no? Escopeta. ¿Cómo puedo mover? Puedo, ¿no? Escopeta, no sé qué. Más o menos. Lo pueden montar. Vale. Nivel 4, nivel 4, nivel 4. Pasando. Añadir a la basura, no. No me interesa. Esto es basura. Vale, se pueden vender. Cerrado. A ver si sé volver.
You're not real.
Sí que no es real. ¿Dónde está el señor Higgins este? Ahí abajo. Aquí no había estado yo antes ya. Pobre bicho. Voy a ir para allá. ¿Cómo voy para allá? Este lugar es un laberinto. Perfecto.
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just
Pregunta.
gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Si no quiero hacer esto, debería hacer otra cosa, pero ¿qué otra cosa puedo hacer? Vamos a ayudar al laboratorio botánico, creo que tiene más futuro.
You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by people.
Enemigos ganga espacial.
The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass. Fixing the universe is a job for somebody way better than the likes of me.
Puntos. 10 puntos más. Ataques potentes cuerpo a cuerpo. Guay. Ventaja. Tengo una ventaja nueva. El peso creo que ya no es problema. Pues salud. Vale. Vaya. Archivo 1, archivo 2. Uy. Aquí yo no había estado, ¿verdad? Me está diciendo que me puedo ir de aquí. Hemos ayudado a los desertores, así que ahora los de carga espacial nos tendrán más manía. ¿Esto no se puede romper de alguna forma? ¿Qué va? Pues daremos la vuelta, ya ves tú. A ver, aquí tengo 57 balas. 57 balas de todo. ¿Uso todas las mismas balas o qué? Pues sí. Pues puestos a elegir, prefiero la metralleta. Vale. Que he matado antes no vuelven a salir. Al menos de momento. Esto explota. Vale, pues muy bien. Hemos hecho unas cuantas misiones. Vamos a recibir una bronca por no hacer lo que me habían pedido.
You want to know what gets my bile churning? Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters, plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn.
¿Te equivocabas?
I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it? That power regulator is company property. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you.
Intimidación 25, tú.
Apologies won't give us our lives back. But for what it's worth,
voy a matar a este señor.
Edgewater's dead. Our cannery's dead. Adelaide's deserters are never coming back. Spacer's Choice will shut us down before long. Some of us will die of illness by then. Some will move on. Some will starve. And as for me, I will tender my resignation, whereupon I shall be processed and then duly imprisoned for gross incompetence.
Jolín, qué bien. Hasta luego.
You just killed him.
Y un poquito. ¿A quién? Misión no superada. Ya hemos fallado una misión.
Mr. Thompson. Reed Thompson, you know, my boss?
Era tu jefe.
I need to leave.
Oh,
I need to
no.
get away from here. I need to get away from you. You killed Mr. Thompson for talking down his nose at me? You got a real twisted sense of chivalry, you know that? Let's just move on. I couldn't forgive myself if I let you loose upon the Vale unsupervised.
Era mala gente. Y lo sabes. A ver, necesito robar cosas. ¿Os tengo que matar? Tiene pinta. Súper lenta la escopeta de las narices. Te va flipado. ¿Quién dispara? A ver. Yo porque le estaba quitando tan poca vida. Vale, ya tengo regulador de corriente para mí. A ver. Estoy volviendo un malvado, pero yo qué sé. Madura 4, vaya pastel. Hemos subido otro nivel. Vale. Sellada. Ups. ¿Todos estos eran enemigos ahora o...? Ya ves. Vámonos. Vámonos. Lo que hemos liado aquí. Nos hemos cargado a su jefe. Madre mía. ¿Está bien? Tenemos que volver a la nave.
I used to skip rocks in the river till Constable Reyes ticketed me for unlicensed terraforming. I think she was jealous. She don't know how to skip rocks her own self.
¡Au! Vale, con esto tenemos una de las cosas que nos faltaban en la nave. Ni tan mal. La falible.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back at my post. I've worked on the occasional supply coach in need of repairs. Once I built a little model craft out of spare parts, but Mr. Thompson found out and I had to take it apart. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think? Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister.
Y tanto.
Captain. I can call you Captain now.
Capitán.
I got a captain.
Pero primero tenemos que reparar la nave.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten. What can I do for you, Captain?
Regulador de corriente.
To install a power regulator?
Pues no. Ingeniería 20.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Volveré. ¡Epa! Hola, regulador de corriente instalado. Se puede hacer daño en una caída tan pequeña, tío.
What can I do for you, Captain?
Ya está instalado.
Systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Aquí ya he terminado. Tengo misiones, a ver un momento. Ah, porque tengo cosas para ponerle a Parvati. Ingeniería. Voy a poner un poquito de vida. Creo que la he liado, ¿verdad? Hay que darle a aplicar siempre y se me olvida. Vale, misiones... No, ya estaría.
Welcome back, Captain. All systems are now operating within acceptable parameters.
Sí, sí, vámonos.
Take our ship into...
Ahora que estamos en órbita, ¿qué podemos hacer?
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha,
Por
there
fin.
you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
No he ralentizado el tiempo ni una vez, por cierto.
What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame.
Típico.
The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Vale.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
¿Me estás diciendo que le vaya a robar?
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Vale. Aquí es. Vale, Terra 2 es donde hemos ido. Laboratorio de Phineas, Escila, Monarca. No me queda muy claro dónde tengo que ir. Otra vez. La pionera. Pero la pionera es donde estoy, ¿no? Bueno, esto para salir, no quiero. Esto es lo que yo quería hacer. El sudario holográfico. Anda. Consigue el arma tecnológica. Aquí puedo guardar cosas. Vale. Automecanoide. Se supone que aquí debería estar. No me acuerdo cómo se llama. La chica esta que me ha ayudado antes. Un baño. Ahí está. Parvati.
Want to be
El inicio del personaje. No.
a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine.
No, no.
Alex installed it himself right before he died.
Nope. Vale, perfecto.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate. I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
Vale. Entonces, siguiente misión. Habla con Gadis en la pionera. La pionera. Es que ¿dónde estoy, no? Ah, no.
We've arrived at the groundbreaker.
Estoy confundido un poco de sitio.
Can we talk? Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson. I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Claro, podíamos ir a hablar, claro.
Be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Pues en principio no. Creo que será de que te vayas, que estúpido el pavo, ¿no? Gira acompañante. ¿Puedo elegir varios cuando tenga varios? Estaría bien también. Vale.
Hey, Captain. I'm in space.
That's not the point. This halfway just knocked out one of my workers.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Vamos aquí de armas chetas. Tengo 183 bits. ¡Ja! Menuda ruina. Unos rifles de caza molaría tener uno, 180. Me lo podría comprar. Tiene muy poca potencia, ¿no? DPS. Pero claro, el DPS es a daños por segundo. Claro, es un arma lenta, pero no quiere decir que no sea potente.
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
Perfecto.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker.
La Junta, ya estamos.
This is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important. You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Ya estamos.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
En principio no. Bueno, sí.
Fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly. He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison. Sure thing.
Claro, gracias por la información, me piro. ¿Para qué? Ah, podemos avanzar. Me dejan ir por aquí un arma. Vale, por aquí no es. Odio estos mapas que te indican ir a un sitio pero luego no vas directo. Vaya que se me he quedado sin nave. Y encima no sé por dónde avanzar. ¿Qué leches están mirando? Porque parece que les falta una tele aquí. Allá arriba hay algo. Sí, pero no puedo coger nada porque sería robar. Vámonos. No os puedo robar, me voy. Intentar dar la vuelta. Pues también es verdad, parecían castigados. Bueno, en general todo el mundo está mirando a la nada. parece que por aquí sea un sitio seguro para avanzar, pero bueno. Iba a robar aquí, pero tampoco puedo. ¿Podemos saltar? No. Por aquí. Oh, aquí sí que puedo robar. Nadie me ha dicho nada. Creo que tengo equipación más potente, quizá. No, es un rollo. La armadura del 9. 8 y 9. Esta es del 6, no me vale. Bueno, casi me mato, pero estoy bien. Tutorial de flaquezas. Creo que se ha tirado la otra también, ¿no? Me han dado un punto de ventaja, no sé por qué. ¿Estás bien? De hecho, está mejor que yo. Habré vuelto al mismo punto donde estaba antes, ¿verdad? Estoy un poquito perdido. Puedo reparar... A ver cómo está mi armadura. Esta la tenía que reparar. Y ya no me llega para nada más. Todo demasiado caro. Aquí hay una puerta. Acceso restringido. Yo me meto porque soy así de chulo. Tira para atrás. Yo no quiero que me peguen un tiro. A ver, ¿dónde hay puertas por aquí? Esto es una puerta. Dron publicitario, qué bien.
Can we rent an upstairs room?
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door.
Sí, hombre.
You here for a particular reason?
Defensa, dice.
Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven. Just like store-bought. Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key.
La clave de navegación.
And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
A ver cuánto me ofrece. 10.000 bits. ¿Estamos locos? A ver, háblame de la oferta.
I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
No sale más, me apunto.
You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar.
Vale.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
No, chuche. Qué bien. Vale, tenemos varias misiones para hacer entonces, ¿no? Vamos a ver, ¿en qué subimos? Persuasión, a saco. Manía tengo que liarla. Persuasión hecho. Ventajas. A correr. Que es el más rápido. Como tengo un montón de misiones secundarias, pero yo quiero hacer misiones principales. Vale, ¿hacia dónde tengo que ir ahora?
It's almost time for today's episode.
Me está rayando, ¿sabes?
I found a handsome ceramic mandipulator
A ver qué más vendes.
last week.
Talento mercantil, me parece bien. Es que no tengo ni idea de qué es todo esto, la verdad. Yo solo voy recogiendo cosas. Esto son piezas de armadura, que esto viene bien para reparar, supongo. Esto es lo mismo, para reparar. Electroganzúas también vienen muy bien para abrir puertas extrañas. Y todo esto, ni idea. Una megapistola. Claro que sí. Un momento, vamos a ahorrar. ¿Qué me sigue saliendo el mensajito?
What do you want then?
Tengo ganas de leer todo el tostón, tío.
Go right ahead. Groundbreak. But it won't work. No, sir. Groundbreaker's free till the day she dies, law willing.
A ver, el juego está guapo. Está bastante guapo, es una historia bastante completa. Yo creo que a mí, por el estilo de juego, me gusta. Yo te recomendaría el juego. Lo que pasa es que son muchas charlas. Demasiadas, me gusta un poquito más de acción.
Those board folk are real prideful like. Never, but
Estoy saltando, soy un desconsiderado. Pero es que la señora sigue.
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting.
Ya volveré más adelante, señora.
Anytime.
Vale, vámonos. No puedo robar nada de aquí. para allá. A ver, el juego quizás sea un poco caro para lo que aporta, pero como es, no sé, como es bastante completo.
Are those XF411s? And an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
Mejor hablamos por dentro, ¿no? Hola. Más diálogo.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship.
El Cyberpunk 2077 es una compra asegurada.
There won't be any problems while you're visiting. Good. Don't go making trouble.
Pero aún queda para que salga.
That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
What? I didn't think you just...
Ahora, los juegos que salen dentro de poco...
That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
Bueno, el Death Stranding sale la semana que viene. Y el mes que viene... Me parece que tardaba... No, para el año que viene también sale para PC.
Junlei is fine.
Pero el Death Stranding de Hideo Kojima, otro juego que hay que comprar y jugar. O sea que vienen algunos juegos que vale la pena a lo mejor ahorrar más que este.
Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
Qué flipada la pobre.
Not a problem, Captain. Ask away.
Hace calor aquí.
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts.
Yo quiero acción y esto pues ralentiza la acción del juego.
Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive. Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
De acuerdo.
There's something you should know before you
No paran de pedirme cosas, lo típico.
The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now. Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Venga.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertising.
Have you seen this man?
I'm just gonna hang in the back and...
Ese es el que faltaba por hablar.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Sí, ha muerto un poco. Sí.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever
Exagerado el pavo.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
¿Qué relación tenías con él?
He was my dearest friend. My only friend.
Qué
You
pena.
have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Joder, no hay ninguna opción que sea bonita. No quiero mentirle. Me miento. Quedaré bien.
That's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die?
Aplastado.
Quite right, of course. Best
No quiere saber los detalles, pues le aplasté con la nave al aterrizar. Qué pesado.
Right.
Que lo siento, sí, lo siento muchísimo.
Sure. Big, exciting, important places.
Devuélveme la nave, anda.
I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Sé dónde está, pero no te lo voy a decir.
Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around, or a conveniently placed note on his bedside table?
Esto es verdad. Nunca hablo de él.
Well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
Devuélveme la nave.
It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal. Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's my white whale, I suppose. It's fine, really. It's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work.
Jolines.
Be my guest.
Me tiene que decir que sé dónde está.
Ask away. What? All right, I suppose. How might I assuage your fears? Whom else would I work for? Those sublight thugs? That Tennyson woman? The sweaty masses in the groundside townships? The board is the only force for order in this rough and tumble colony of ours. Without them, we'd all starve to death or meet our end in a canid's jaws.
¿Te gusta trabajar para ellos? A ponerle eso.
Curious question. I can't say I've ever considered how my personal satisfaction factors into the work I do. Permit me to answer your question another way. In Byzantium, I was one among many. I often felt lost in the hurry and expanse of the capital. Here I have a measure of power and suffer little oversight. It makes for a different kind of loneliness, but it's one I've found I can endure. I understand. And I would ask the same of you, but I suspect I'd find your answers less than satisfactory, wouldn't I?
Cierto.
Now you see my predicament. So let's move on. Tell me how you know of Phineas. Indeed. And you know where he is? Excelsior!
No te lo voy a decir dónde está.
An apprehension of this caliber would be tremendous for my career. I would send you straight away to my superiors in Byzantium, but... Just a teensy one, the teensiest. Nothing to lie awake worrying about for nights on end or anything. The thing is, I needed money. A lot of money, quickly, for reasons. I might have pawned my official board seal to Gladys, the black market fence here on the Groundbreaker. I can't authorize the paperwork you'll need to turn Phineas in without it.
To give away something so important to you, there must have been some curious reasons.
I'll thank you not to question my motives, young miss. It was a mistake, and I'd like to put it behind me. It's only temporary, of course. I'd never leave something so important in the hands of someone of such a dubious moral character. I was going to buy it back.
Claro.
The capital.
Necesita dinero.
So you'll need to get my seal back from her if you want to hand Phineas over to the board. So, it might surprise you.
Oh gosh, that's quite a goof, sir. If you don't mind me saying.
Pues lo es.
I'm very well aware. Now, let's get back to business. That's the long and short of it, yes.
Se pone fácil, ¿sabes? Tengo que hacer favores a todo el mundo.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I'm certain Gladys can be made, well, can probably be made to see reason. I'll be waiting eagerly for your return. Now, is there any way in which I might assist you?
Qué pesado. No tengo ganas de pegarle un tiro solo por cansino. Uf. He estado aquí 10 minutos hablando con el tío pesado.
How bad could he be?
Are you listening to me, Emperor?
Great Lord!
Udo me ha contado que tiene su sello oficial de la Junta. ¿Puedo comprártelo?
What are you planning to do with it?
Devolvérselo.
See the lights. Taking a show or two at the infamous Bijou. Could be a treat if you like that kind of thing. All right, I'll sell it to you. But it's gonna cost you dear.
Otro. 8.000 bits, pero que no tengo dinero, señora.
Anything else, dear? Yes, dear. Which offer were you interested in? You could always try your hand at landing in Cascadia if you're interested in dying horribly.
Cascadia.
You don't need a nav key to access it, so it's got that going for it. But it's also kilometers away from Stellar Bay, and the Monarch Wilds ain't exactly safe.
Pero más que necesito
Pick your poison.
mi nave y no la tengo.
Marauders, wild beasts, acid lakes, bottomless sinkholes. If you're looking to die, Cascadia's happy to oblige. Might be best, too. Suit your... Anytime.
También le podía pegar un tiro. ¿Y ahora qué? A ver. Diario, sí. Pasa algo que para comprar el gratis una tal, vale, pero necesito salir de aquí para hacer misiones. Bueno, a ver, voy a dejar el juego por aquí porque también llevo ya un rato. Y yo qué sé, se me está haciendo muy pesado. Me gusta la idea, pero se me hace muy pesado. Demasiadas conversaciones. Uy. ¿Ya está? ¿Guardado? Qué rápido. Tenía que hacerlo. Es que tenía ganas de pegarle un tiro. Me pedía demasiado dinero. Pues nada. Lo dicho, dejaremos el juego por aquí. No sé si lo continuaré. Quizá no. Tengo otras opciones, la verdad. Y las otras opciones son más divertidas. Así que ya sabéis, dale like, suscribiros a mi canal de YouTube, seguirme en Twitch y nos vemos en el siguiente juego o lo que sea. Adiós.